Hey ladies, it's Saturday night, and you know what that means.
You want to get away.
Single Moms Lifestyle presents the Saturday Night Getaway.
Hello, y'all.
Hey.
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 Hello. Hey, everybody. I am your host, Queen G. You are now tuned into Single Moms to Wives Saturday Night Getaway. I am sitting here with my beautiful co-host, Miss Simply Lorraine.
Hey, y'all.
And Miss Not Your Status Quo.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. So if it is your first time tuning in, thank you. We are excited to have you, and we hope you join us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you have been following us, thank you as well. Our numbers are growing, and we appreciate it. Happy birthday. It's a new month. It is May, y'all, already.
Yes.
Time is flying, Jesus. Which means it's time for these babies to fly the coop. So it is ticking. Time is a ticking. Happy birthday to everybody in the month of May. We appreciate everybody that listens in, and we want to always send a shout out to you guys for anybody that has an anniversary. Happy anniversary. Any graduates coming up from all that. Whoop, whoop. And if you guys would like for us to give you a special shout out, please email us at singlemomslifestyleradio@gmail.com, and we would love to give you a special shout out. Also, if you guys have any show ideas, topics, or would like to be a guest on the show, you can email us again at singlemomslifestyleradio@gmail.com. And that's that on that. Ladies, how's your week been?
Whew, it's been busy.
It's been busy.
Yes, it has been busy.
That's
all I can say.
We got a guest. Let me see who this might be.
Well, what's up, Mr. Paul?
What's going on?
You decided to join us. Thank you.
I'm trying to get in here.
You in here. You're just checking out everybody's week. Not your status quo. How your week been, baby?
Super busy. We are busy at work, so lots of overtime.
Hey, that's always good.
Yes, ma'am.
Money in
Yes,
the bank. Yes. Corey Paul, how your week been, baby?
It's been a long week. Thank God for the weekend. You understand me?
I know. Yeah, my week's been all over the place, honey. But this store, we love our Royal Air customers. That's all I'm going to say. Shop Royal Air.
Right.
Yeah, we've been super, super busy too. And that's a good thing. So tonight's show is all about, I know everybody was thinking, where are y'all going with this? Entitlement and audacity. So that is tonight's show. And I am here. So I'm here for this one. Who want to kick it off? Simply Ray.
No, I won't kick it off.
Look, you won.
Not today.
She said, not today.
Hold on. Not today. I wasn't
ready. Listen, he'll be back. You know, Corey Poe playing peekaboo with us tonight, and that's fine. So everybody, I actually really dig this topic. One of my best friends posted this as one of her posts on social media, and I was thinking, wow, this could go many, many different places. But where we want to go with it tonight is just really kind of dissecting what that entitlement, what the meaning of entitlement is for us, especially people in 2021. It's been really hard during the pandemic for everyone. We've seen, people feel like, their situation is worse than others. People have been stressed out on their jobs. People business owners, we've been stressed out, and everybody has a moment, everybody has a woe is me that we feel like is or has been, you know, more important, for lack of better words, than the other. But the truth of the matter is we've all been going through the same thing. And then Simply Ray and I, we were just talking, and we were just talking about how on top of the additional stress that we have day to day dealing with the pandemic, you deal with family members, you deal with children, you deal with friends, employers who have this sense of entitlement, meaning they have a plan for your life on a day to day. People that just want to tell you how you should live your life, where your life should be headed, and make plans for your life without considering you as an individual who may actually have your own agenda, which, catch this, may not include them. We see people are growing every day in different directions. You're growing apart from people. You're growing into something like new businesses, new relationships, new careers. And I think, I've seen and I've witnessed for myself, sometimes your circle can't always go with you, and people feel some kind of way about that. Um, so can we start there, guys?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
let's start there.
Let's go then. So somebody, Simply Ray, I know you're ready to talk to me. Talk to me about
Well,
how. Go ahead.
it's just for me, I kind of in the past few months have kind of just taken on this perspective of how, we all end up with these titles. Like you have a title when you're born, which comes with whether male or female, you could be son, brother, nephew, cousin. This is before you even learn to get friends. Same thing for a female. Then, but for me, it's like, okay, hold on. Before that title came, for me, I would say the first title is Child of God.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
for me, that has helped me kind of step back away from all the roles somebody else may have for me to play
Yeah.
in their day to day without ever considering what I may be having going on or what I may be having,
Hmm.
like my plans, my purpose, or just what I'm going through on day to day.
Right. Right.
Without
Right.
calling to just be like, hey, how you doing? Versus
Can you?
hey, I need you to go do this. Can you do this? I've
Yeah.
been calling like it's back to back without leaving a message because I wanted you to do this. Like, well, hello, where is just the genuine care and concern? Hello,
Yeah.
how are you doing? How you
Yeah.
been?
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
So
Yeah.
for me, it starts there.
Yeah. I can actually relate to that, Simply Lorray. Um, when you are the person that many people lean on, go to, you can easily get lost in other people's expectations of you. And a lot of times what I've experienced is how unknown and unfair they can be, especially once I started to expand. God expanded my territory. Let me say that. And taking on all these other different projects. And while you want to be here for everyone, the expectation that they have can be overwhelming sometimes. And so I struggle with saying no. Honestly, I struggle with that. Um, but nevertheless, it's like when you do, you could give people 1,000 yeses, and the one time you say no, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, are you serious? The audacity of you to feel some kind of way that I actually have my own agenda. You know, not your status quo. Talk to me, baby.
Are we on entitlement, audacity? Which one are we on?
Both. Which one you feeling?
Well, I took a comedic route with the Audacity, as always, because I think it kind of lightens the mood of today's times because of the pandemic. I was looking at it as people have the audacity to use the pandemic as a way to get freebies and that sort of thing, um, or when you were just saying, you have a problem saying no. um, I see how people feel entitled to my time because I have a problem saying no. And so it's almost like you have to reprogram yourself. And that's how you have to retrain other people to know where those boundaries lie. And so I've seen many different forms of entitlement, especially in the field that I work in. I initially started off in housing as a public housing manager, and I saw different forms of entitlement where people felt like because of where they were under the poverty line, that they were entitled to all of these things without putting forth efforts.
Wow.
Now, in the private sector, I see where people feel entitled to all of these luxuries because they pay $1,000 a month in rent. And so the spectrum turns depending on who the delivery is for or who the message is directed towards. And I just kind of shift my behavior accordingly.
Yeah, but that can be exhausting, you know what I mean? And I think
It
when you
is.
consider both, the audacity of people when it comes to the entitlement, I think it still can be very inconsiderate to the person, like you said, persons that's trying to juggle those balls. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, there is a person on the other side of both of them. Corey Poe, talk to me, baby. You muted. Okay, there you go.
Okay. So first and foremost, there's a post on Facebook that says, I just want to know where y'all get y'all audacities from.
Come on.
Yeah. So that's funny to me. But real talk, when you talk about audacity and you talk about entitlement, they sort of go hand in hand because when you have these roles, as simply Lorraine was saying, I'm sorry, y'all forgive me. I was sipping a little bit of wine before I had to spend this time. But
Oh my
You
God.
hear me?
yeah,
I should have brought
yeah.
that with you, bro.
Well,
Come on, Lorraine.
it's been that type of week for me. But no, really, with entitlement and audacity, as these roles that we have a sense of obligation to care for certain individuals, whether it be younger siblings, whether it be children, whether it be elderly adults. Um, Once we get to a point in time, we have that obligation to them. So then it starts to borderline with entitlement because I believe people feel like this is what you're supposed to do, which is cool. But then it oversteps the boundary and gets into audacity when they make it like this is what you're always supposed to do. So, like I said, those things sort of go hand in hand. And Queen G, as we discuss regularly, you have to set boundaries. People have to understand there's certain uh, people, places, things that I have to do which require my attention, not necessarily saying you're not important enough to have a piece of the pie, so to speak, but there are levels to what we're required to do. There's what's the word I'm looking for? There's priorities. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe once we get into a situation such as you and I, Queen G, where there was already an established family where I came into to join and help continue to build, there were already priorities set for you. You had priorities to the children, you had priorities to your sister, to your mother. And so helping create boundaries after that, it became an issue and a challenge for you. And one thing that I also would like to say is that when you have the heart of a servant, such as you have, Queen G, such as you, not just status quo, such as you, Simply Lorray, and I say that because I've seen you guys in operation. When you have the hearts of servitude, it's hard to tell people no because that's just how you're wired. You know that you have an inclination to serve people, to do the things that whatever is needed to be done. You just have that ministering spirit about you. But as you continue to learn and to grow in Christ, you understand that when you look at his life, you know, there was time when he told the people, you know, y'all got to chill here. I'm going to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there were boundaries created with understanding that if I wear myself out, I'm not good for what I'm called to do for you anyway. So,
Right. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love how you worded that. And I think the one thing that I struggle with, and y'all know I like to be very transparent as much as I can. I've been on both spectrums, you know, and both ends of the spectrum, and I've been that person that had those expectations, and again, especially when it comes to the children. Um, and as we talked about last week, you know, in sending them off the last to fly the nest, I still have my ideas of what their life should look like. But at the end of the day, I was just assigned to govern over them for a short time. God created and designed their path, their journey, their lives already. And I know several times, especially with the adult children, I would get upset because their lives, the way they have been living their lives, it did not fit my idea. But then when that shoe on the other foot, you know, it doesn't feel too good to be that person that people expect has have all these unexpected expectations of you, never, you know, never really considering that, hey, you know, that's what I did back then, but this is where I'm going now, like you said, Corey Poe. And so my thing is the people that when you finally set those boundaries, they have the audacity to get upset for no other reason than you've made an executive decision about your life. So that helps me whenever I'm in a position to when I see myself doing that, as again, to the kids. I've done it to my grandkids' moms. You know, I just, and again, it's because of the heart that I have. I want to see everybody be great. But I had to learn my own to set boundaries for myself when it comes to other people's lives and realize that their path and their journey, it may not look like what I have in mind, but it's their life. And so it's the people that do not respect it. That's the hard part for me. When we talk about the audacity, it's the people that do not respect your the executive decisions that you've made for your life. Simply Lorray, talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in total agreement with that. Just the audacity of just really being in their feelings, or, you know, it can almost sometimes hinder your relationship with people, or even really break your relationship with people because you are not who they feel like you should be.
Right.
In their mind. But again, they never stop to think, is this even what they want?
That's good.
Do they even like this? You know, that's like having the audacity to plan out somebody's life for them for the next 20 years, but you ain't even talked to them about it.
Right.
How you expect them to walk down a path you ain't said nothing about? You are not Jesus. I'm sorry, not sorry, but for real. Like, how you expect somebody to walk a path that you ain't gave no guidance on, no conversation about? You just, it's this thought in your mind, and this is how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. And I think people forget, not even forget, they're the biggest thing, they don't stop to ask. It's just simple. Like, where are you at? What's your plans? What you got going on? It's the people that literally makes plans for your life. That and the no is hard for me because in my circle, no is a thing. I mean, it's a real thing. Not for the ones that is used to saying no, but it's a thing for the ones that say yes and finally say no. You know what I mean? Not just status quo. Can you relate?
I can, but I feel like you guys are on a bigger range with this than I am because I feel like it becomes audacity when the behavior is repetitive. Um, it becomes audacity when it is your wishes are disrespected. And so you could tell me, no, I can't do X, Y, and Z for you. I won't do X, Y, and Z for you, not just today, but any day. It's the audacity of me to continue asking you the same thing after you have told me multiple times no. Then it's like she got the audacity to keep asking me the same thing. I done said no forwards, backwards, left, and right. That's where audacity comes from to me. And so I think that it gets to a broader range when it starts getting disrespectful, and then it becomes an annoyance when you realize that I've asked you the same thing 99 times and you've said no 99 times, or and so I think once when you get a hold to getting used to telling people no, but they keep hoping that you're going to say yes if they just ask you one more time. That's where the audacity sets in. And then you have this, and then I have, see, and then audacity gets fun for me because it also segues into pet peeves, y'all. And y'all know how I feel about pet peeves. So, it's like, then their audacity is a pet peeve that I'll be telling you about at the end of the show today.
Right. Absolutely.
So I don't know. I have been trying rather not to let someone else's audacity take me there. It's a lot easier for me to just, move around it, because when people have that much nerve to continue on, you got to laugh at them. I mean, or knock them out with whichever way you go, whichever approach it is. And so, I don't know. It's funny because I immediately, when I saw the topic of this show, I thought we're going to talk 2 hours about pet peeves.
Pretty much.
I like where you mentioned the whole part where it becomes to the point annoying and disrespectful, and again, just bringing respect into both audacity and the entitlement. At the end of the day, it's just the respect of persons, of your person, of that person. It's a respect thing. You absolutely do not have to like it, but you got to respect it.
Right.
And that's what people don't do. Even like I said, and I can just remember, me working, in brick and mortar, and it would be supervisors or even just working from home, call center, and it would be supervisors or just people with small little titles, but they would speak to you in a behavior or in a manner that said, you're never going to rise above the bar, above the ceiling. Like, you're never going to be where I'm at. And it would be like, who is you talk? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be somebody that's stagnant. And I would be one of those people that would slow walk the dog, like, okay, all right, and then when I finally had to check them, like, listen, you understand, we are the same kind of woman, we are the same kind of human being. Your title does not give you the right to come for me or disrespect me, talk that belittle me, make me feel like this is a situation I'm going to always be in. And it's people that like that it's it Jesus, those kind of Jesus moments. Timmy Lorraine, you know, I said we gonna have to try to bring this thing in, but you know what I'm
Let me
saying.
put myself together for a minute. Okay, so I had somebody recently tell me that I had to pay my dues. First, I had to
Ooh.
politely respond and then turn around and tell them I'm not you.
Ah! Well,
Sorry, not sorry, but I ain't you.
pay
That
your
was your
dues.
path. It don't even matter. That was your path. That's the way you chose to do it.
Right.
If you came before me, you worked a little harder path so that I wouldn't have to walk one so hard. And the one coming behind me might not have to walk one as hard as I did, but I ain't you. And I ain't doing it that way. That's not
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do over here. Sorry, not sorry.
Pay your dues. Pay your dues. To rise. To rise, you have to pay. Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, this ain't that. Corey Poe, you are over there just cheesing. Where you at with it?
Hell, that was funny to me. But I feel you. When you
Hey,
have
man.
favor on your life, favor ain't fair. You understand what I'm saying? And when she was
Man.
saying that, I was just thinking of different situations I've been in to where, I mean, let
Yeah.
me tell you just one. I was working for a place called Mohawk Carpets, and I came in at an entry level position driving a forklift. I ran my forklift into the bathroom, crushed the wall. 2 weeks later, I was promoted to supervisor. So, nobody could figure
How,
it out,
Sway?
right?
Look
How?
at
That's what I
God.
said. How,
I,
Sway? How did that
I
work?
can't. I can't tell you. All I know is, nobody saw me do it, but the integrity in me, I went and reported it, told them what
Oh,
happened.
yes, you did.
I felt,
Yes, you did.
I felt horrible. But, apparently that's what they were looking for, somebody that would do the right thing, even when nobody's
Wow.
looking. So, that's
Oh,
why I was laughing. Like, yeah, that's your path, but favor ain't fair. And I got favor on my life, so we're
yeah.
not the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good story.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, of course, Corey Poe mentioned, I struggle with the whole no thing. When it comes to friends and family and the entitlement thing, um, do you see that? Are you guys seeing it a little less the older you get and the more, you know, shifts are happening in your life? There's a shift going on in your life. Are you seeing people, especially like friends and family, become more respectful of that and understand that, hey, she's growing in this direction and we get it? Or are you still seeing some pushback on that? I got a little bit of both.
There's a small amount of people who, they haven't grown, so they don't understand my growth. But the more mature people in my family who understand what it takes, it's I see you when I see you. When we see you each other, we're gonna make it count. But understanding that, you're a man with responsibilities with a family, uh, your family comes first. Not to say they're not my family, but my priorities come first. And I believe that's all they ever wanted me to do. From the times that I was just, I had no structure, I had no goals, vision, to see me step into what I believe they always wanted me to be. They're right there with the applause. So, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not the status quo. You got any pushback on either way?
I mean,
Either side.
it comes and goes, but it's also allowed. This sounds silly, but it's allowed when it's invited, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really surround myself around people where I feel like I get that kind of pushback. And
Mm-hmm.
at one point I did, but um I started trying to make moves where the people who were around me weren't that way. and were more respectful of my time and understood that I respected their time. And so we really don't have to dilly-dally back and forth with that type of thing. I've always been outspoken. And so for the people that I don't have a problem saying no to and that sort of thing, it's never been an issue. And I didn't care if it was, because you have to draw boundaries. And that was the audacity of me to draw boundaries with my life. But I mean, I do see a shift with the relationships that I've had throughout the course of my life as my life transitions from one phase to the next. And I have noticed the way people respect me in a different way, from being the person that worked at the TV station to the person as a new mom to the person that is, who I am today. But I also think that, folks give you the reactions that one, they hope they get a reaction out of you. I'm trying to change the way I react to people. And so they never know what they're going to get. And it kind of eliminates the audacity a little bit, because they think more that they're going to get the crazy me than a no. They'd much rather get the no than the cray cray. So
Jesus. Amen on that. Amen. Sister Mary Clarence. Now that I can relate to. Help me, Jesus. Help me.
Yes.
Ray, are you seeing any pushback when it comes to, are embracing, accepting, you along your growth journey with family and friends, as you have different shifting?
I haven't had a lot of pushback at all. It's just they kind of rolling with it. I can't really even say it's affected my relationships. It's seeming like the more I'm seeing myself grow, the more I'm seeing those core relationships around me grow. They're growing as individuals as well. So it's almost like we're all in a mode to where we're having to get used to naming.
Yeah. I know I was saying a little bit of both, because I think I have like a slow, shift, but it nevertheless is shifting. And it's definitely shifting in a positive manner. But God is so good. Let me tell you, He's literally, it's just like remove, replace, and the replacements are people that literally, they get it. They just get it. You know how we say what's understood don't have to be explained. They get it. They get the whole concept of, you got what you have going on, I have what I have going on. And like Corey Post said, when we come together, we make it do what it do, but it's still a respect of persons. Conversations is different. Agendas is different. Agendas is different. And that's a major key for me right now in this shift. My circle's agendas, that's different. I don't know that I am paying so much attention to if it's being accepted, because I've made a decision for it. It's happening. You know what I mean? Some people don't understand. They don't understand because, again, I do have a heart for helping. I have a heart for giving. And I've been one of them people that's always made myself available. But I've been very intentional, like Not Just Status Quo said. I've been intentional about my growth. And listen, God is still working on me in many areas, okay? I'm one with no filter. I'm known to not have a filter. I'm known to, let a lot of things, I used to let a lot of things move me. But I am, my circle is actually part of what's making me great, and my growth great. You know what I mean? The growth spurt great for me. So I don't know that the pushback, if it is some, it's not affecting me. It doesn't matter as much. I'm still struggling with the no, but it doesn't affect me as much. I feel like we are so going into pet peeves, Not Just Status Quo. Because what I was just getting ready to say, I'm like, in my mind, all I can hear is pet peeve.
Yes.
So you know what? Let's just go on and just stop trying to avoid the pet peeve because it's a pet peeve show, okay? So, we try to be serious. Y'all know we do. I tried to maintain this. I did. I swear to God, I
We
did.
finna laugh because here's one pet peeve that like literally somebody had the audacity to tell me that I wore too much perfume. Whatever, that's fine. My pet peeve for them though was
I don't want to hear it.
every time I leave their house and I get in my car, I feel like I smell like day old used fried chicken grease. But they got the audacity to say I wear too much perfume. You know what I'm saying?
What was your response?
Oh, wow.
I said, I do like to douse myself in it.
And squirt that way. And squirt that way.
And squirt that way. Now look back at it. But I didn't have the heart to tell them that they house smell like burnt chicken grease. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't because I felt like that was rude. And then they would have been like, and she had the nerve to say, you know.
But they had the nerve to tell you
they
you wore too much
did.
perfume. See?
But see, I know I get carried away. And I would have.
You said, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan.
But I cannot stand that. I cannot stand walking out of somebody's house and get in my car and then
smell like a whole greasy spoon. Listen, so love him to death while you're on it. Absolutely love him to death. Y'all know Brand is just he's just a dope kid. So he cooked dinner tonight, told us he was cooking dinner tonight. That is a pet peeve of mine. And I walked in the house and all I could smell was chicken frying. And I was like, close my closet doors. Put the towels under the door. Everything's going to smell like grease. So, yeah, I get that one. I definitely do. Simply Ray, I know you got an audacity. I know you pet peeve. You get an audacity pet peeve or entitlement.
Well, the audacity for me this week was when, have you ever ran across people that will kind of just have this real strange, I won't even say strange statement, but they'll ask you a question, really just trying to see how you think and how you operate, trying to figure you out without just really just having just conversation.
Right.
And then when you say something to them that they don't like and their feelings be hurt, well, what are you asking me silly questions for? Like, what did you ask me that for? Like, you knew you was gonna get a crazy answer. Like, you knew I wasn't gonna tell you what you wanted to hear. Like, you couldn't have thought I was gonna agree with you. What are you like? Why did you even say that to me?
So they asked you a question, didn't get mad at the answer.
Yeah.
Why?
Not necessarily the answer, not necessarily the answer to that question, but I'm not, it's just not gonna be a simple answer.
But right. Because you gotta dance around what they really want to know.
Yeah.
So now they mad because you really ain't giving them the answer.
Yeah. They asked me it wasn't a simple statement, so it couldn't have been a simple answer.
Oh boy. Corey Poe. Give me one. Which one you want to take?
I don't know. I listen to y'all. Y'all silly.
He's so silly.
I'm telling you, my eyes water. I don't know if I'm crying or what, but y'all are silly. You hear me? Okay, just this week, it's this kid at work. It's his first job, 18 years old. I think he has maybe a slight case of ADHD. So he can't stay on task, and he always wanders off and in the bathroom and stuff like that. So I understand what it's like being young, entering the work field. So I try to work with him, try to coach him, boost his confidence. And so one day I had him work in another department because we were short. And I told him take a lunch at 11. Then when he comes back from lunch at 11:30, I'll move him to another department, right? So this cat slips off at about 10:45. He happened to know I was standing between that department and the bathroom. Ask him where you going. He said, I'm going to the bathroom. I said, I told you not to leave until 11 o'clock. He goes back. So I go to another part of the warehouse, and about 10:56, the senior operator was like, hey, Blake's not doing nothing. I told him to come back and clean up. And he said, and I think Corey told you not to leave till 11 o'clock. He said, tell Corey he can kiss my ass. What? You know what I mean? I'm like, I should have fired you a long time ago. You know, so it's the audacity. You don't understand what I'm saying? And I'm just, yeah. Anyway, but that was the thing that happened to me this week. It's just like the audacity. I'm bending over backwards. I'm trying to work with you, and it's kiss your ass. Okay.
I got one. We have a faithful viewer, my mama. So we all decide, that we're gonna go in on a VIP. I think it's like $500 VIP for our moms for Mother's Day, right? Now, you don't know our life, really, because we don't live at home. You don't know our life. You don't know our situation. But we made this happen. I got to pop my neck on this. This lady said, after we paid for it. What she say? Now she says, well, can I get a sweet? Can you get a what? A sweet tea? A sweet? Damn. I don't even know who Pokey Bear and them is, first of all. I don't know who Pikachu, Pokey Bear, Uncle Jimbo, none of these people. You want a $500 table and a sweet? Ma'am, I said you gonna be right on over there. Sweet with ain't honey. That if I got something to say about it, that's what you gonna do. The audacity of her. You asking for a sweet? We's in a pandemic, lady, and you got a whole $500 just to see a Pokey Bear. Come on now. No. First of all, so that was.
But the show is like almost sold out, so I get it. I
know.
They're like super popular.
Listen, the audacity of you to want to sweet and you going to see somebody named Pokey Bear. That is a Motel 6 all day long.
Don't do Pokey Bear. Don't do Mr. Pokey Bear. Don't do it.
And then, wait though, Pokey Bear.
That's enough.
Talk about to be with my side piece. Side pieces don't get sweet, baby. That's all. So it was a whole situation. Like, man,
that's enough. You gonna get up off this topic, right? And that's that on that. Yeah. They have been. Listen, that's gonna be my audacity for the rest of the month. Oh Jesus, take all the wheels. Who let Laverne and Shirley in my house? Yo, listen, gotta turn that off. Help me, I'm leaving. No, Mama.
While you was talking all that
mess, oh my God.
Hey,
Get my keys on the table and go get my glass. Brandon, I'm taking your keys because you let them in the house. That's what I'm doing first.
Well.
Oh my God. No, you're not gonna be quiet. See the audacity.
They got all the audacity and entitlement, baby. You know.
They walked up in my show. Oh my, why? No.
You ain't gotta go nowhere. Come back.
made you a special guest.
Tell him to come back.
Okay, you can come back. Come back in an hour.
We're going in there to eat.
No, oh Jesus. That is not, y'all at now. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I'm done. I'm cooked right now. I have nothing left. Right now. The audacity. Man, listen.
That was great.
Laverne
Okay, I had to breathe because that was perfect time, and they walked in there while you was just having a whole conversation about them. Oh, they done made me cry today.
They shut your audacity up.
No, and
yeah, they did. They walked in there and said, "We are entitled, and we have the audacity to come in on your show and have
Hey,
a
what
whole
you said? And then it's over. We guests. We special guests. Y'all, this give me one time for the one time. Please give me y'all the audacity look. Everybody got the audacity look. What's y'all at that audacity look?
I'm too busy laughing at them right now.
Mine like this. What? That's me all day. What? She said they special guests. I just so
That was
see what I'm
cute.
talking about. See what I'm talking about.
That was really cute though.
Because they wasn't in y'all's room.
Yeah, you're right.
Y'all space.
Yeah.
That was. Oh my God. And then I've had to deal with them like literally all day. You know why? Shopping for Pokeball now. I'm sick of them. I am so, and it's just like, woo, baby. Listen, that's all I'm saying is pray for me. God ain't through with me yet. I'm telling you, I'm full of audacity with them two. Just the audacity. The audacity. So yeah, that just blew my night. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I have nothing. Anybody want to take the wheel? Just take the wheel. Y'all know I'm blown, right?
I didn't even hear him come in. Like
Yeah,
at all.
that's what happens when you don't lock the doors.
Hey, listen.
Wow.
But they are excited, and I'm happy for them. Especially knowing that Laverne and Shirley is back together again after 40 years. So that's dope. That's really dope. I don't really have I don't know. I don't really have no more pet peeves or whatever, or the audacity, because it's just stuff that people do all the time. And in that moment, you can't really just remember it, because I'm one of them that it's hard. I don't have many passes in me when it comes to stuff like that. So I do what I do in that moment, and because I handle it in that moment, I'm struggling. Let me not say that. Remove that. I'm working real hard on not, like you said, not your status quo.
I'm like, what?
Not letting everything move me. You know what I'm saying? People's audacity, and then you know what I mean. Not the entitlement. I got that pretty much under wraps, but it'd be the audacity for me, baby. That I can't. It just be in my, like Keita be saying, shining or not. I can't with people's audacity sometimes, and I'm working on. So where I wanted to go, I'm trying to find y'all. Listen, I'm trying to work my way back because they threw me. Where I wanted to go with it, I'm almost there. Is the actual response to it. Not your status quo. You touched on that, and I really want. I made it a note to self to circle back around to that, because I think that's the most important thing, which is your response. If they don't get any play, pretty much, if they don't get the reaction, that they looking for. I love how you said that they was looking for the cray cray, and you put a little spin on it, then hopefully, they fall back and it's like they get it. Not all the time. Sometimes you actually do have to address it. But for the most, I think our response, I'm over them. Our response to the audacity of people, I think, can definitely change the narrative. What do you guys say about that?
Yeah, the reaction is key.
Yeah. So is it something where you check, let me not say check, say something and be done with it? Like you said, set the boundary and be done with it. Or
Yeah.
is it something, okay.
I think for me, and it doesn't happen all the time, but when it's something where I'm totally caught off guard, where I'm like, did they just have the nerve? They did have the nerve. It's really just easy to just keep it at a simple no, honey, or
No, sweetie.
I can't do that,
Yeah.
because I don't have to explain why it isn't what they want. You know, I don't owe an explanation for that. Depending on who it is, I might offer an explanation, you know, so that, you
Yeah.
know, maybe it's
Yeah.
something that maybe I want to be able to help, but I just can't do that, you know, or
Yeah.
that's not the way that I can help. And then maybe it warrants an explanation. But if it's just something like a panhandler at the gas station who has the audacity every single time they see me and my kids getting out to continue asking me for money, that's when no. Do you see me and these kids? No. And
Wait, it's the
I just put
example.
67 cents in my gas tank and you got the audacity to ask me for $1? I didn't even put $1 in my, you know, like, no. Or if somebody's like, hey, not your status quo, can you da da da? And it's like, gosh, I really wish I could, but doing the podcast tonight, you know,
Can't do it.
that's
Yeah.
when, you know, if I care and if it's something
Yeah.
like that, then
I don't like when I do have a pet peeve. You hit me out with this one. I don't like when people want your so say for instance you have a birthday party, right? And me and Lady T was talking about this. And you can't, you have a birthday party, I can't make it. I have a birthday party and you can make it, but it becomes this petty thing that, oh well, you didn't come to my party. Grown people. I ain't fooling with her. I ain't inviting her to nothing else because every time I invite her, she don't never show up. Not considering, you know what I mean? Like I got a whole situation this month. Last month, I might have been good. That is what I do not like. My thing is that if it's a circle, if it's your people, then if they could, like you just said, if they could, they would. If I could be there, I would. I can't show up for everything. And for me, especially now, if I could, I would. I can't show up for everything. You understand what I'm saying? But it's the people that, and I believe it or not, I still see this happening with the few little people that's left of that old circle that do that. And it's like, grow up already. People have lives. If you can't make it, you can't make it. If you can't, if I can make it, I'll come. So that's a pet peeve of mine that I'm trying to like, ew, like grow up. It is what it is. I can't make it. Not today. Sorry. Not sorry.
y'all know what's a pet peeve of mine. Okay, for one, okay, whatever, because I used to bite my fingernails, but like I would bite my nails and then just enough to then rip it off, right? Whatever. My pet peeve is somebody who bites their nail and then it's in their mouth and then they be like that. I hate that. So like literally, I'm like, so where did it go? Like,
Yeah.
I'm about to step on it. Don't do that. I hate that.
Yeah. That might be the one for me. And I know somebody that does that. And I just sit there and I just look at them like, you do know I see you pup. Like, and don't let it be in your car or on your furniture. But wait a minute. Since we doing audacity, we going audacity tonight, baby. I'm audacitying you. That's what we're gonna start doing right now. Audacity tickets. You got a ticket. So y'all know it's a different hair piece every time y'all see me. I don't know. It's either sewn or glued, or who knows. Sometimes the pieces shed. Sometimes they're just quick little pieces, and not always the royal air pieces. Hashtag shop royal air. But they shed. Corey Poe has the audacity to be like, and his hair everywhere, and you don't clean your hair up. Baby, I'm over here taking pictures like video, pictures, just all the little bitty hairs just everywhere. You know what I mean? And then you got the audacity to tell me I was in a rush. I was in a hurry. I wasn't able to clean it. So what am I? I have just absolutely nothing to do with my life either. Like, so
That's not how it happened. I cleaned up some of it. I just didn't get all of it because I didn't see it. Now with you, it's like a thunderstorm of hair. When I'm on the toilet and I get to looking at the floor and I see hair in the corner, hair hanging from the ceiling, hair hanging from the towel that you dry
Hair
your
stuck
hands
to the
on.
wall.
I'm just saying, like, what did you do? Who died? You understand what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Mine's in a confined area.
But
Yours has life of its own. So it's a community of hair. You understand what I'm saying?
But I'm in a hurry though,
And so when you sent me the picture yesterday, I was like,
right.
Audacity. You understand what I'm saying?
The audacity. You had the nerves to be surprised.
I was. And so I had to wait a minute, so I got it. But it took me 5 minutes to respond because I was trying to woosah, because I'm thinking about the hailstorm and tumbleweed of hair I see every time I go in there. But I'm a responsible adult, so I said, you know what? I'm sorry, I was in a rush, and as soon as I get home, I will clean it up.
I'm always in a rush, and I'm always sorry.
Have mercy. Oh wow,
that was hilarious.
Oh, that's a big pet peeve of mine. People that they have pet peeves that they forget they have. I'm like, but this your pet peeve, bro. You supposed to see this. It ain't mine. It's your pet peeve.
I told you mine's centralized. Yours is community. It's a difference. Yours has zip codes.
So yeah, my pet peeve is definitely from those that forget that they have the same pet peeve that when they do it. But that was a funny one for me. It just came to mind. Yeah, it just came to mind with me, especially when it comes to just the whole audacity thing. I had to do that, babe. I had to do that one. That was too funny.
I feel you.
Yeah. You got one? I know you do, because you petty.
I
know you do. You petty. Go ahead.
I have several. I choose not to speak on those things. So. Yeah, that would have been the one because I was waiting. I was gonna say that.
Like, you was gonna say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the audacity of me.
You sent me the pictures yesterday, and then today, I'm sweeping up another wig off the floor. So but I wasn't gonna send pictures because I didn't want to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be the bigger person, so
No, because that's your audacity thing. That's your thing. I had to be petty one time for the one time. I'm like, I mean, the pictures was real petty. I had to see it, but I was like, let me just remind you of your pet peeve. It's yours. So yeah, I got one. Simply Ray.
Well, you are not alone, Mr. Corey Poe. Because the other day I was running outside to get something and I locked myself out of the house. So I had to text my son and I'm like, hey, And he was nice about it. He unlocked the door. He had absolutely nothing to say. He's like, "Oh, so you locked yourself out, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, I did."
Oh, I know he wanted to eat you up about
And that was how
that.
he ate me up because he had nothing smart to say about it.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? It was just the response for me. It was the response for me. He ate you up. You had to just go talk to yourself.
I couldn't say nothing. It wasn't nothing I could say because if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd have been like, "You."
Irresponsible.
It would have been a hoe.
Yeah.
Here I go. And I had to
Right.
call him to let me in. So it was just like, I knew it when I text him. I'm like, damn.
I bet he was like,
yes.
Yeah, he was so polite and nice
Excellent.
about it. He was so polite and nice about it. And I
He
was
was.
like,
I
the
had that
table's
same
well
moment.
turned.
tell me about
Listen,
it.
I had that same moment, and when I tell y'all, literally, I was so glad that my phone died, and I could not remember nobody's numbers because everybody I was gonna call, it would have been like, oh no, she didn't. I literally lost my phone in Walmart, and I cannot stand when my husband or my son, my children, they lose their keys or lock themselves out. Somebody got a real bad habit of locking themselves out, and I am just like, baby, what's wrong with you? But I had just y'all $1,800 break job, mind you. Just got this card out the shop. First place I went was Walmart. Can you imagine losing your keys in Walmart up under one of the shelves? I was like, I'm not calling nobody because I'm already irritated. And if anybody has the audacity to check me on this, I'm here for it today. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'd have said it off. You hear me?
I know. That's why I was like, nope, not calling him because I can't. Listen, Sippy Lil Ray, that was one of my moments I had to, and it's all right. You know, I understand stuff happens. I just, the audacity of people that don't understand stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? But either way, that was definitely one of mine. And it's all right. And the kids is the worst when it comes to, I know mine. They can literally kill me with that. They be like, now mama. That's how the girls do me. They be like, now mama. Cause I be like, what? I can't stand when people do, they be like, the duck lips all day long. Like, now mama, now you do that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, the girls come for me with like no filters at all. They literally are like, mama, now you do that too. And I'd be like, but shut up. This ain't about me right now. Okay. Period. So who else got one?
I think we talked about. Go ahead, Adam.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't like when people have the audacity to invite me over to a dirty house. Because for one, I'm a cleaner, and for two, I have OCD. And then it's like, so for three, did they have the audacity to invite me over to their dirty house? Because they have the audacity to think I'm finna help them clean their dirty house. Like a double dose of audacity. It burns me up every time.
Listen, speaking of the trip here, honey, she's got a little mini audacity. Honey, Royal Joy laid up in, talk about audacity. This little baby laid up in my bed, crossed her legs, put her hands behind her head. Y'all, I swear to God, they wasn't here an hour. She said, well, I'm just happy this house ain't dirty. Oh, no!
Hey, yo, that sound like her too.
In my I was like in there doing my hair, like the audacity of this little girl is funny. Get the child. Get your child. Y'all just got here. Your mama must tell you how long of a ride this is.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, it was the whole vibe.
Look, speaking of audacity, here's the audacity here.
Hey, that's my people. What's up, boy? What's going on, big man?
We was having
Can you say hello?
Hey, Royal.
What's my baby girl?
The audacity of them to enter my kingdom.
Look, it's the
Right.
that top tonight.
I miss
Okay.
No, ain't no hide.
All right, bye, y'all.
There she go. Hey, baby.
Come on now. Go this way so you don't get my light.
Big bro.
That's why I'm
I
out
see
there
you,
turning
boy.
my camera off and somebody tripped over the cord and somebody was hollering in the back. The audacity of them to not let. Honey, he finna take my gummy worms. The audacity.
So that's
okay,
gonna be
y'all, for real.
That's
Give your sister
literally.
I'm gonna mute myself, but I ain't going nowhere, y'all.
You're so silly. You are fine, honey. That's gonna be
My
the
man.
word for the week. The
She
Royal
said, Uncle
Joy.
Candy Man. Uncle
Oh,
Candy
man.
Man.
Y'all, she got me with that one. I was stuck on that. I
Yeah.
said, no, she didn't. I said, well, me too. You know, lucky for us both. You know, I'm glad it's not dirty. You know what I'm saying? See? Look, she didn't even know I had to put my back brace on just to make sure it wasn't dirty. I did that for you, little girl. I did. Listen.
Oh man.
It be the kids, honey. And you want somebody to tell you
for me.
tell you what how they really feel. It's the babies. They're gonna say it all the time.
Y'all know what
Yes,
else? Since we talking about dirty houses, I'll be like, when especially in the dirty house, when somebody has the audacity to offer me something, like, can I get you something to drink? I'm like, are we finna go to the gas station?
A mop, maybe a broom. You know, I don't know.
Right. You can't offer me nothing.
You got a Clorox wipe or something, you know.
Wow.
Listen, I know. This is water under the bridge, and I know I mentioned this on the show before, but I just had an old acquaintance that literally had the audacity, and I'm talking about, no pun intended, because listen, y'all, I am one cupcake away from the chop shop, I promise you. But you are over here literally, like, I mean, just completely out of hand with it. I mean, 4-5x in it, and you had the audacity to be upset because I didn't want to eat off the buffet. That just still sticks with me to this day. To this day, I'm like, what? I don't want it. I don't want it. You can't make me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna mention it no more. Well, I'm like, why? I don't want to eat off the buffet. I lost a whole friend behind the buffet, y'all. So the audacity of me to try to watch my weight, damn it. But you know, hey.
I don't like when people have the audacity to let me do something for them. Like, I used to work at this place where there was this one lady, and she was always like, and I'm going to let you make the copies, okay? Thanks, Karen. I mean, I didn't ask, but
I'm going to let you.
I'm going to let you make the copies. Great.
Wow.
I want to make the copies.
Oh, man.
I told y'all. I looked at this as all comedy tonight. I said we was going to have
I knew it was, but I was like, we gotta have. I try to have a serious moment, but there was no way.
Y'all was being too serious for me. I was
it
like,
was
we
too
gonna do
much.
pet peeves. Period.
See,
Yes,
listen,
it is.
pet peeve. I had a whole come to Jesus moment before, and you know how you have to have a talk with yourself. And I told myself, I said, self, and myself said, huh? And basically, we're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. You know, I told y'all, I said, there's so many places we can go. You know, I do my best to stay on my fake Oprah box, but this one was just hard to contain, y'all. So y'all gotta forgive us, okay? We do our best, you know, to be on our best behavior sometimes. But the topic alone, listen, we could go on and on and on, and I am here for it. But it's just, I think, in a nutshell, somebody wrap up audacity and entitlement, please. Just wrap it up for me. If you got to speak on the closest thing, what you gonna say? Tell me something good.
I think
I'm waiting. Y'all silly. I just want to hear it.
I think it's good that we can find humor in things, because it's like, otherwise it really does just tick you off when people just have a lack of respect and common courtesy, that it blossoms up into audacity. And it's like, I can't believe, somebody is that inconsiderate of somebody else that they just put, their wishes and wants first. So I think, the best way to get around folks that put you in uncomfortable situations when they ask things that are beyond the answer of no, is to just stick with what your gut is. Keep it at a simple no, kiss it. Keep it simple, stupid, whatever. And as far as entitlement, because they do go hand in hand, you have to also see where somebody's mental is at, because again, I experienced two different realms of entitlement on, and it was multiple, it was this demographic was on this one and this demographic was on that one. And so it doesn't matter where you come from, for one. And for two, it doesn't matter the type of person that it is, because we all got a little bit of nerve in us. That's what my mom said. She got some nerve.
The nerve, right?
I got one more, y'all. I got one more.
Listen, you are here.
When people have the nerve after they have posted picture after picture, vacation after vacation, purse, bag, shoes, and then have the nerve to need $20.
I
said, listen. That goes against the talk that I
had. Man, listen.
Not today. Say no, ain't doing it. Don't do it to him, baby.
I could have did this show by myself.
Right.
That's the one right there. That's the one.
She listen. She poking at that bell, and I am not doing it. Oh God!
Wow. No.
You know what I'm saying?
The one for me the other day was I was visiting my uncle, getting some stuff, just doing a couple things for him. And I'm like, do you want this? He had now a perfectly good breakfast that they done brought up to him. I'm talking about he had oatmeal. They had the little cinnamon and sugar, stuff to put in it, some biscuits and gravy. He's like, no, I don't want that. Throw that away. It's getting cold. I said I don't want it. And I turned around and looked at him. I said, now, you talking about it's cold and you just had me take his day old cold chicken out of the refrigerator because that's what you gonna eat for lunch. I said, just tell me you don't want it. You ain't got to tell me because it's cold. Just say you don't want it. Just say you don't want it, okay? Just say you don't want it. Girl, he had to bust out laughing at himself. He looked at me and he was out laughing.
It was day old chicken. No.
But it was cold for me. I'm like, didn't you just tell me to take this out of the refrigerator? I know I put it in there yesterday. Like,
yes,
no. I said, this has only been sitting here for like a couple hours. Just say you don't want it.
Yeah. So not just status quo, and I promise I'm gonna go. You know how you I'm trying, y'all. When I stutter, just know that any way I go, it could possibly be wrong. Okay.
About
I'm
so
for it. I'm
Like,
here for it today.
when
Come
I
on, not
when
the
I
status quo.
stutter,
I'm here for all of
listen.
it.
When I start stuttering, just know, like, oh, you know what I'm saying. So talk about people in bags and trips and everything. Y'all know our stores are the outlet mall, and stimmies come, and taxes come. And I'm in a really great area because I can see the Coach store and the Polo store and the Nike store. And so, I don't know, Royal Air, you walk in there after I didn't watch you go to Coach, Polo, Nike, right? And you come to Royal Air, major, major pet peeve of mine, and say, what can I get this for? I'm like, what the tag say? That's what you can get it for. Well, can I get it for 10 or 20? Did you ask Coach that? Did you ask Nike that? Did you ask Polo that? No, you did not. So don't come over here and ask Royal Air that. I just seen you spin your little stimmy over there. I was watching you. I can't stand when people do that. What can I get this for? You can get it for what the price say, boo boo kitty.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that was one of my things that I said, we're not going. But yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine. I just think you spend your money, honey. So don't come over here with your little crumbs now, and you won't get it for something. Yeah. So that
Right.
was that was me. Corey Poe, cheesy.
I was just, hey, man, I just feel like a whole emoji over here. I'm laughing at y'all, man, y'all something else. You hear me?
Wow.
Listen, it has been real. Clearly, we're not gonna drag this out, y'all, because we can go on. Wait, listen, we tagged, we tagged, okay, tonight. But this has been amazing. I'm glad we were able to laugh about the topic. There are serious key points in it, and like Nacha Status Quo said, listen, just respect people's, just
That's all it
respect
is.
people. It
Respect.
is. It is. You
Boundaries.
don't have to like it. You don't have to like how I'm choosing to live my best life. My best life
Right.
may not be your best life, but it is my life nonetheless. And we just gotta do that more. It's already a lot of heavy stuff going on out there, which I absolutely understand where you coming from, not just status quo. That at some point, you got to start just unpacking what you choose, what you allow, just to weigh you down, especially when it's other
Mm-hmm.
people's mess. You set your boundaries, you let your no be no, you put your foot down. What the old folks say, put your foot down. Put your foot down. And I think for me, audacity and entitlement is just one of those
It's
things
okay.
where it becomes very inconsiderate. I think it's people that are just inconsiderate. When the shoe ain't on your foot today, but like Corey Post said, hey, it could be you tomorrow. So we keep that in mind and just respect people and laugh. Yes, not just status quo. Laugh at the audacity, because
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
definitely. It's easier to laugh. It is so much
It
easier to laugh.
is. I
You know what
have
I
a
mean?
friend, and she says when somebody has the audacity,
Uh-huh.
she'll say, "Girl," and they have more aching. What she said, they have more nerve than an aching tooth.
Now that's some nerve for real,
Now
baby.
that is, I've never heard that, but that
I
is some
like that one. I like
nerve,
that one.
baby.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Y'all
people
silly,
just
man.
listen. People just gotta listen. Some stuff don't even really be that serious and be that deep. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? It's just people that want a reaction. You know what I'm saying? And then some people really are just really uncouth. They just don't have
And
no.
that's that.
They
That is
yes,
that.
yes. 99% of the time of the audacity that I witness, it's just like I literally say like, you don't know no better. Like
Right.
it be really one of those things. Like you just don't know no better. So it is what it is. I'm glad we was able to laugh about it. Listen, next week is going down, y'all. So we are having our Mother's Day show, and we are bringing on all of our Black female queen bosses, business owners. We're going to talk to them about just the highs and lows of being a business owner, especially a mother, a wife, or those that are looking to start up a business, and just being able to really take a peek into the different avenues and just the different things that we encounter, showcasing many different businesses. We have people from back home that'll be on the show, from the A, just everywhere, women that I look up to that have been an inspiration to me, that are literally from our hometown doing their thing. And I'm here for it. And then, every last one of us got something going on in the future, so we just gonna chop it up with all of the moms for Mother's Day. And I hope y'all will meet us back here. So we are gonna close the show. Y'all got anything to say before we go? Look at me,
I
Corey
do.
Poe.
Hey, Royal. Hey,
Hey!
baby. Hey, baby. Look
Right,
at her.
Joy.
That's my
She's so
baby.
nice.
Pretty girl.
Mhm.
So we're gonna
Well,
wrap it up. Go ahead, Simple Ray.
well, all I could say really is going back to how we started off the show. Remember, we have all just came through a pandemic. We still trying to come out of it, deciding if we're gonna wear masks, we're gonna get shots, we're not gonna get shots. So if you can, just be considerate. Like,
Yeah,
it's millions of us in the world, and sorry, not sorry. Not only one person's feelings matter.
yeah.
Like, I can't feel like my feelings are the only person's feelings that matter at that particular point in time. Like, that I might be in a room of 20, 30 people, and I'm just, for whatever reason, in my mind, the most important person in the room, or only my feelings matter, or my situation. Just try and be considerate.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. Honestly, that is just the biggest thing. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm losing. Okay, I tried to go back to serious moment, but the way my brain
No,
set up, I'm just
no,
laughing at myself right now.
right.
It was not you. I'm so sorry.
No,
It's
that was just for a moment because I'm
I'm
over
still thinking of
it.
where all this could go. So I'm
Oh, a lot of places. And we had fun with it tonight. And
we
I thank you,
absolutely
ladies, and thank you, Corey Poe, for
yes.
joining us. Because
Thank you.
listen, this was
Yes.
most definitely my Saturday night getaway. You hear
Okay. I
me?
listen. Not the status quo. You help us out, baby, because I need to
Yes,
laugh.
ma'am.
Ooh, I said, if these folks seen what go on behind the scenes, baby. Ooh, Jesus. But we here. We did it. So y'all meet us back here next Saturday. Y'all know we're gonna be here every Saturday unless we take a whole sabbatical, which we'll let you know. But in the meantime, Saturday night, every night we'll be here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And of course, we like to end the show just giving you guys a little snippet of us as mothers and our babies, and end the show with Brandon, what do you go by? AKA Heartbreak Kid, HBK, ABC, all that. But he did this song for us, and I hope y'all enjoy it. We love you guys, and good night.
Good night.
Hey,
Bye.
baby.
It's a letter to my mama, letter to my best friend. I know your love run deep, it'll never end. She taught me how to cook, she taught me how to clean. My dude's the realest one that is on my team, never ever picking sides. She taught me how to rise, taught me how to be a leader, never ever follow God, son, always follow God. She taught me how to pray right before I eat and right before I lay. Don't be scared to make mistakes. She taught me that it's human, so I'ma be like Nike and just do it. Anything I wanna do, I know my mama, she gon' ride. Yeah. She say never fear no men, only fear God. Yeah. So I'ma walk around with my head high in these fear guys. My mama, she gon' be straight, I put that on my God. And I kill 100 niggas before I ever see you cry. I love you, mama. It's a letter to my mama, letter to my best friend. I know your love run deep, it'll never end. She taught me how to cook, she taught me how to clean. My dude's the realest one that is on my team, never ever picking sides. She taught me how to rise, taught me how to be a leader, never ever follow God, son, always follow God. She taught me how to pray right before I eat and right before I lay. Don't be scared to make mistakes. She taught me that it's human, so I'ma be like Nike and just do it. Anything I wanna do, I know my mama, she gon' ride. Yeah. She say never fear no men, only fear God. Yeah. So I'ma walk around with my head high in these fear guys. My mama, she gon' be straight, I put that on my God. And I kill 100 niggas before I ever see you cry. I love you, mama. It's a letter to my mama, letter to my best friend. I know your love run deep, it'll never end. She taught me how to cook, she taught me how to clean. My dude's the realest one that is on my team, never ever picking sides. She taught me how to rise, taught me how to be a leader, never ever follow God, son, always follow God. She taught me how to pray right before I eat and right before I lay. Don't be scared to make mistakes. She taught me that it's human, so I'ma be like Nike and just do it. Anything I wanna do, I know my mama, she gon' ride. Yeah. She say never fear no men, only fear God. Yeah. So I'ma walk around with my head high in these fear guys. My mama, she gon' be straight, I put that on my God. And I kill 100 niggas before I ever see you cry. I love you, mama. It's a letter to my mama, letter to my best friend. I know your love run deep, it'll never end. She taught me how to cook, she taught me how to clean. My dude's the realest one that is on my team, never ever picking sides. She taught me how to rise, taught me how to be a leader, never ever follow God, son, always follow God. She taught me how to pray right before I eat and right before I lay. Don't be scared to make mistakes. She taught me that it's human, so I'ma be like Nike and just do it. Anything I wanna do, I know my mama, she gon' ride. Yeah. She say never fear no men, only fear God. Yeah. So I'ma walk around with my head high in these fear guys. My mama, she gon' be straight, I put that on my God. And I kill 100 niggas before I ever see you cry. I love you, mama. It's a letter to my mama, letter to my best friend. I know your love run deep, it'll never end. She taught me how to cook, she taught me how to clean. My dude's the realest one that is on my team, never ever picking sides. She taught me how to rise, taught me how to be a leader, never ever follow God, son, always follow God. She taught me how to pray right before I eat and right before I lay. Don't be scared to make mistakes. She taught me that it's human, so I'ma be like Nike and just do it. Anything I wanna do, I know my mama, she gon' ride. Yeah.